Hi everyone, this video is going to be about my first graders workbox system for this week coming up. So what he does is he uses a strip. Whatever I put on the strip is how he goes by his day until he's done. So on our first workbox we have our calendar and our Bible. So he will be reading his prayer. He will do his lessons from here, and he does this Monday through Thursday. And on Friday, he will be reading the story of Noah's Ark and doing a page from the big book of stickers, which he just pretty much puts the stickers on the page. And when he does his lessons for each of the Bible stories, he has a coloring page to do and questions that go to each lesson. So that will be all for calendar and Bible. His second drawer is writing. So for writing, he's going to be practicing his printing. This one's going to be uppercase. Next day I will put probably lowercase and etc. like that. And this one's a dry erase, and I found this one at Target, and I bought him one and his brother one. And then he's also got his drawing right. So he'll be doing every other day. He'll be doing drawing right from here, and he just pretty much will pick whatever page he wants to do to draw and write to whatever sentences are actually in that book. And then this will be his main thing as far as writing. So this is a new book that he got, and we're just following this day by day. So on the first day, he's pretty much going to read an opinion and check the marks and the reasons. The next day, he'll read a text and underline the sentences in green, red, and blue, depending on opinion, detail, or closure. Day 3, he reads the sentences, and they both have the same thing. He just has to circle the sentence that he sees that is pretty much written correctly. And over here, he will have to add periods to the sentences. And then on the 5th day, he's going to read the text, draw a picture, and fill in the checklist at the bottom. So that's what he has for writing for the week. This other book I have in here, we used to use it, but since I found the other book at the library from Draw right now, I'll be using that one until I have to return it. So that's what he's doing for writing for this week. His third drawer is math. So for math, we're going to review over his exam that he had before holiday vacation, and we're just going to review the ones he got wrong. And then he's going to do his notebooking Monday through Thursday. And Monday he has ordinal numbers, and he will do I think like 2 pages. Yeah, these 2 pages. So this is kind of like a review where he's just, doing dot to dot and numbers, and then a review for money. And then Tuesday he does the tens, sticks, and some math. And then he will also be doing greater than, less than, and another workbook page for counting. Sorry, my son was asking me a question. And then as far as the 10 sticks goes, I have made him these a while back, so it's what we will be using for him to count. Like, if I give him a number 60, he has to pretty much know that it's 6 of these. 63, pretty much 10 sticks, and 3 ones, 3 units. So pretty much that's what we're going to be doing anytime we practice our 10 sticks or tens and units. Wednesday, he will be writing 1 through 100 on here, and I want him to do it in different colors so that he's seeing his tens, etc. on the 100th board. And he also has 2 more worksheets, one about money and just one about comparing numbers. And then on Thursday is when we're actually going to get into using our 10 sticks. So I will write a number down here. He will use his 10 sticks to figure it out, and then he has to write it on the bus. And then he also has 2 worksheets. So we're doing a little bit of math and just a little fun page. And then this page, which is pretty easy for him to do. So, and hold on a second, let me close this notebook real quick. Okay, so for Friday, he's going to start the review 1 on the Singapore. So he'll be doing all the pages that have to do with the review. And after he has done that, we get to play games because it is Friday. So we'll be doing a few games. So for this one, he's just going to count by 3s because I want him to practice counting by 3. So he'll just shade those numbers in. And we're going to play Make Change to 100. In this game, the idea came from my little Smarty Pants. We used to play this one. It got too easy for him, so I made him this other file folder game. So for this other file folder game, pretty much he does his pennies, his nickels, dimes, quarters, turns into $1, which turns into $5, which turns into $10. $20, $50, and when he gets to here, he wins. And I will play against him, of course. He's also making change, so like if he gets to here, he'll change it for a nickel. When he gets here, he changes for a dime, etc., etc. And we play with fake money until, real money until we get to like the big dollar bills, which I use Monopoly money for. So that's a game that he'll be playing. And then we're also going to play with his math fact cards. And for that game, we're going to put the flashcards face down. We'll turn one over. We'll say what the answer is. If we get it right, we get to keep it. And then we keep going. If we get 2 facts that are the same answer, it makes a set. As soon as we have 10 to 15 sets, we pretty much win the game. But you have to put your sets in order, like numerical order. So the least to greatest, or greatest to, least, whichever one I choose at the beginning of the game. So that's what we're doing with the fact cards. And then I'm just going to have him do like a puzzle thing with his shapes, because there's like octagon and hexagon in here. So he'll be just reading the word and putting the shapes together. And that will be all for math. His next drawer is Phonics. I put this card in here because he likes to go ahead sometimes when he does his work, so that's just letting him know you cannot go in this drawer without me. So he's got that card in there. He will be doing his sounds for Phonics. He will be doing his words, and we'll read through the words. If he knows it within 3 seconds, he gets to cross it out with a highlighter. Sorry about the background, my boys are going crazy over there. And then he has a workbook page to do, so he'll be doing this Monday and Wednesday. And then he'll do this workbook on Tuesday and Thursday. And on Friday, he does Explode the Code. So I had begun this at the beginning of the year and stopped. So I'm going to add it in just to get rid of it and review the things with him that he already knows. So I don't want to waste it. So that's what I'm doing. So he's at lesson 2, and he'll only be doing Explode the Code on Fridays. And that is it for our phonics. Next drawer is spelling. And for spelling, he does his main curriculum, which I print out because I have it saved on my computer. His new words will be in here. He does his worksheet, and then he does something with it. So like on his first day, he has to write his words, like that, and it's the same word up and down. Tuesday, he has a different worksheet, and he will have to use magnetic letters on a cookie sheet. Wednesday, he does his worksheet, and he does a chalk and dry erase, which I have right here. So he's doing chalk this week. And then on Thursday, he just does the worksheet. And then Friday, he has his test. Now, along with that, I also have the comprehensive curriculum pages because we just bought the workbook for him. So he'll be doing a page a day. So he just started, so he's just pretty much following page by page on what he's going to be doing as far as spelling goes for that. And then I have his new words always on this little baggie. So these are the new words for the week, and he uses these when he does his chalk or whatever activities it is from the notebook. I also have a few games for him for the week. So one of the days he will be using this big iPad. This it's just a printable page that I put in here. And he will be writing his words and then texting them on one day. The next day he'll put his words in ABC order over here. And then the last time he uses the iPad, he will be putting a word here, and then he needs to find another word that rhymes with it on the other side. So that's what he'll do for the iPad. Then I also have this Spell for Your Life game, and it's just little foam shapes that I put on here. I got this idea from Pinterest, and I just wrote them, you know, the things down as it said on Pinterest. Rather than buy it pretty much. And he'll be using these little cards. So I'll put these upside down on here, and we'll just, you know, turn them over, and he'll just follow whatever it says. Like if he lands here, he has to spell the word. Here he has to name the vowels in the word, syllables in the word, makes the word plural, which letter comes last in the alphabet, things like that from the word. There's like different things to do for this game. And then another game he also has is Apple Words game. So for this one, I also printed these out. Cannot remember from where. And pretty much he just writes his words on here. I will write them there, and then I might put in like old words or whatever, and then we'll roll the dice, and the dice tells you if you're erasing from the apples or not. Hold on, let me go get the dice. Okay, so here's the dice. So pretty much it just tells you, you know, like 2 words, and it's to add it. So you'll add 2 words onto your apples, or 3 words. If you get this, you have to remove one of the words that you wrote. Once your barrel is full of words, then you pretty much win the game. So that's the dice that goes for it. And then on Friday, and only Friday, he'll be doing the SpongeBob spelling book, and that's because it's kind of like a little game and pretty easy for him to do. So I got this at Dollar Tree, and let me see if I can get the page. So he just pretty much does a page or 2 from here on Friday. And then we're also playing Bang on Friday. So Bang, these are all the words that he has had from kindergarten and the ones that I have started to add as far as first grade goes. So what I will do is I will put them upside down, and then we will turn them over and read them. If you happen to get the word Bang right there, if you get one of those cards, that means you lose all the words that you have collected. So at the end of the stack, whoever has the most words is the winner. So that pretty much is it for his spelling. Okay, so his next is English. So for English, I'm going to finish off whatever I had in his notebook, and after that we're just going to be doing the first language lessons. For this week, he's going to finish off what I had put. So on Monday, today, sorry. I keep saying Monday, and it's today. I'm doing this video, sorry. So for today, he's actually going to be doing his rhymes, finishing off the letters, and then he's actually going to be doing this on Tuesday, and then also a big workbook page from this book, which he does only on Tuesday and Thursday. And then Wednesday he has another page from here. Thursday he has another page, which is front and back. And then Thursday he does this page, and he's done with whatever I had in the notebook. And then we are also doing first language lessons level 1. So The first lesson is teaching him about nouns, so he will be doing a worksheet about nouns. Second day, he's going to be learning a poem. So I'm going to have him type the poem on the computer and then print out the poem so he can have it on his desk. Wednesday, he will do another page on nouns and lesson 3 about common nouns. And then he will also do a file folder game that day, which is just pretty much putting, it's got the verbs on one side, but we're not doing the verbs yet. So he'll be doing nouns, and it's just pictures that he pretty much just places where they go. So, and that came out of a workbook, so it's not a printable. And then, let's see if I can turn the page. Lesson 4 is on proper nouns. And then I stopped there. On Friday, he's just going to be using the stamps ventures that we received. So he'll be looking for 10 different stamps and checking what the objects are, putting them on a piece of paper, and then writing down what each of the nouns title would be. So that's what he would do on Friday. I will not be doing lesson 5 of this on Friday. I'll just be doing the stamp game pretty much with him from there. And that is it for English. So then he has reading. So for reading, again, he has to wait for me. This is his daily pick for today. And usually he has a daily pick in here, so I'll just stick this little sticky on whatever other one he picks for tomorrow. And he does that at nighttime, so that's why it's not in here. We'll be doing Abika this week, Tuesday and Thursday, and he only has 2 stories left in here, so we'll be done by this week. And then I will add the other Abika. And then we'll be doing McGuffey Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So he'll be reading his next lesson on here. He's going to be doing a page in this workbook, which is the Reading Club 2, and he's doing this daily. It's very easy for him. And then we're going to be doing a page, excuse me, a page in this workbook as well, daily. And these are just fun pages and very easy for him to do. And then he will also be doing a page from the curriculum book that he just got that has a reading section. So I'll be giving him a page for that daily. And then we're going to finish off our reading comprehension type of worksheets that I had gotten him. So he'll be doing his page. Pretty much he just reads the story and answers the questions. And then just does whatever activity I have on this page. And for that, I only have 5 days left. And then I will stop doing the notebooking as far as reading goes. And he's going to begin on reading comprehensions and skills. So I'm going to show you this book because he's not going to start it this week. He'll start it next week. So then I'll show you what's in there. I just have it in here so I don't lose it. Anyways, that's it for reading. His next drawer is health. So for health, we'll be doing the next lesson on his Health for Life textbook. He's going to be working on his About Feelings book. So it pretty much does... He'll be doing this page today, so here's what makes me mad. And, sorry, I felt like I had to sneeze. We'll be reading I Was So Mad. And What Do You Do with a Grumpy Kangaroo? So that's Monday. Tuesday, he has the next lesson in the textbook, and he'll be matching the words of the feelings to the faces that he made when he was in kindergarten. And he will be reading Little Miss Sunshine and Mad Maddie Maxwell, and finishing another page, which from here, which is going to be the happy and the laughing one. Then Wednesday, he's going to read the next lesson in the textbook. We're going to be doing the ABC Look at Me, which is just faces, and it tells them the feelings. He'll be reading Little Miss Shy. He'll be doing the VeggieTales Scared. And he's also going to be posing for pictures on feelings, just like in the ABC Look At Me book. And I will print those out and give him his own little album. For his book here, he's going to do the page on Scared and Sad. Thursday, he will draw a picture of himself, of what he likes the best about himself, and then I'm going to use that as the cover for here. And that's all he will do on Thursday. And then Friday, he will also do another textbook lesson. He will finish his book, whatever pages he hasn't done. He will play a situation game, which is giving him a situation like this one. Tells him it's time for recess. You're planning to play on the swings, but when you get to the playground, all the swings are being used. How do you feel? So pretty much he's going to use the faces to show me how he feels and then match it to the word. So he'll be doing that as a game on Friday. And then we're going to be doing My Book About Me. And he started this book in kindergarten, and we just never finished it. So I will have to trace his hands again, because I started to trace his hands, and I just didn't keep up with it. So I figured I'll do it now, since he's doing feelings and learning about himself. So I'll have him, rewrite the things that he wrote in kindergarten and just finish the book up as a little memory thing that he'll have. See, I have his little feet that I started to trace and just didn't finish. So we'll be finishing this book on Friday. And that's all he has as far as health goes. His next drawer is history and nature. We'll be doing nature first, and I'm just following whatever the day is supposed to be. We did not do school last week because he was sick, so I just beginning this week. So I'm still going to do this one because I really liked it, so he'll be doing 2 days. So we're going to make some snowflakes, read a few books about snow, which he has in his nature table. We are going to make a gauge, and I'm just going to have him do a popsicle stick and just measure inches, and then when it snows, I'm actually going to have him put it in the ground. And then he's also going to draw snow on a piece of construction paper. So that's what he will be doing as far as this week goes. And then for history, he'll be reading Uncle Sam America. We'll be doing this on Friday. He's going to be practicing his abbreviations for the months. So all he has to do is highlight this with the dry erase marker. And he'll be working on his West Virginia lap book. So pretty much he just has to work on his lap book all week. So he'll be tracing, he'll be coloring, putting the discs where they need to be, putting the county he was born in and the county he lives in, doing landmarks of rivers and mountains, and then just finding it here. And he will also be watching Schoolhouse Rock. So I'll have him watch this on Friday after we read his book. So that would be it for nature and history. Next is science, and that alternates with history. So science is Tuesdays and Thursdays. So what we will be doing is playing mainly games, just to get him back on the science mode and stuff like that. So we'll be going over the endangered game. So pretty much we just follow what goes on here, and if it has a question, you actually go through the game to find what animal and the answer to that question, and he just says it. And then sometimes you land on these boxes and it gives you either a space up, or it tells you you lose your turn, things like that, until you get here and you're the winner. So that's that game. He will also be starting a file folder, and pretty much he's going to be learning about frogs soon. So we're going to go over the frog. Then it has these little cards, pretty much, because if you lift this flap, there's a frog here that he has to put together, so that's where the cards go. So he would put these where he thinks they are, and then you read the story, and those little cards tell you to see if you're correct. So like on the back of them, I put the numbers that they go to. So, you know, like this one would be on number 3 in the story. So if he pretty much turns it over and it's correct, it would have the right number behind it. So that would be a book. Little type of story, sorry. And then before he plays that game, actually, he's going to be watching The Pond and River. We will also be reading The Water Boatman. And he's also going to be playing a Habitat game. And I found this at Target. So he just pretty much puts the cards where they go. And there's like the sea, the forest, the Arctic, and the safari. And we will also be reading Magic School Bus Hops Home before he plays the frog file folder game. And then he also has a page on a numbers and sticker book that he does because ducks are at the pond. And he remembers that from, you know, when we were in Puerto Rico. And then I'm going to start him on this one, and it's about the sand and snow and animals there. And this has to do with the stamps adventure that he got, because I want him to get used to using that for the subjects. And anyways, that's it for science. Okay, so his last one is for his electives. So he'll be doing language, and he'll be doing music for the whole week. For fun, I'm going to give him a sticker page. And it says Monday because it passed away. I used to use it, but I'm not using it like that anymore. I would give him stickers. He has to do these 2 pages, so he gets 3 stickers to choose from, and he has to find those 3 stickers daily until he's done with the stickers. For language, he's going to be watching Signing Time Monday through Friday, and we're also going to be going over the hand signs in this picture book, which pretty much, you know, will tell you the A and the hand sign, and we'll show you a picture of it. So hopefully they learn the A through Z. That's pretty much all I'm concerned about is language for sign language right now. And for music, he's going to be learning how to play the piano. He's taking piano lessons with this DVD, which also brings the printable lessons that he will be doing, but it's not going to be done in a piano. He's doing an actual like a keyboard that he'll be using instead of the piano, but it's okay. So that's it. That's what he has in his workbox. Like I said, if I mentioned next week or whatever, I'm sorry. I'm tired. I meant to say today. Today's Monday, so it's when he's starting his week, and he should be done all this by the end of Friday, hopefully. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'm sorry this video is so long. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.